Susan from LifeSkate.com at the Polar Rink, New York City's first synthetic ice skating rink. The Polar Rink is located at the American Museum of Natural History and adjacent to the Rose Center for Earth and Space.
The idea came about, we have a beautiful terrace out here. In the summertime, it's a large fountain, and there's hundreds of children playing here all summer long. And we were looking for something to do out here that would bring the community back during the wintertime.
You do find them falling a little bit more, only because this surface here is a little bit more tedious to them. With this surface, it's harder, as to say, you have to use a lot of leg muscles. But the great advantage that everybody likes is that when you do fall, you don't get wet and you don't get cold.
The surface is a ½ inch thick. It's a polymer plastic composite designed very much like a cutting board. So it doesn't really have a lot of wear and tear, but it'll last for 10 years. 5 years on one side, 5 years on the other. It's together like a puzzle piece. We clean it every couple of weeks and we're ready to go.
How do you like skating on the plastic ice?
It's really fun.
You don't quite go as much. It feels different, definitely.
I really like skating on ice.
I couldn't pass up the opportunity to lace up my skates for my first venture onto synthetic ice. I immediately noticed that it is harder to push off the blade. The surface felt kind of sticky, and I did miss the feeling of gliding freely on regular ice.
So this is quite neat, and it's a wonderful alternative if you don't have an ice skating rink near you.
Well, it's our first time skating ever. It's my first time skating on plastic.
How did you come to select the polar bear as the centerpiece of the rink?
Right now we have a climate change exhibit on, and the polar bear is a potent symbol of climate change, we think. Thought it would be a nice icon to have in the middle of the rink. It's sort of wintry. It's also a reminder of what's happening in the world of climate change, and we're hoping that as well the rink, if people come here to skate on the rink, that they'll come inside and look at some of the exhibits that we have.
Can you talk a little about the energy conservation behind the polar bear rink?
Sure. Well, the idea was, that we thought if we used a synthetic surface that we would reduce our energy consumption. About 150,000 kilowatts of energy expenditure for an ice pad of this size in your typical sort of local hockey rink per month. So we're saving that. Obviously, we're still using lights and energy for our music, as you can hear, but there's a considerable savings in the reduction in the carbon footprint, we believe.
The Polar Rink is open until March 1st, so if you're around the area, why not come and check it out? For LifeSkate.com, this is Susan, and remember, even skating on synthetic ice is for life.